so people can watch the replay. Yay. Thanks everybody for joining us. Happy Monday. Retreat was awesome. It was just absolutely amazing. If you have never been to a retreat at Ariel or been to an Ariel event, that needs to be like your number one goal in my eyes. I think that all the women that were at the retreat would agree. You need to make sure that you get there. You just get so poured into. Your soul gets so just full of life, and your cup just gets full again. And you hug each other and you love each other and you cry together and you laugh together and you go down the stairs on couch cushions together, like Amanda said, and you swim into the pool until 3 o'clock in the morning. And you just feel like a different person when you come home. So we wanted to get on and share all of like our best parts of the weekend and like what our favorite part of the weekend was with you guys. And then each of us is going to touch on something that they announced while we were there. So Amanda, do you want to start? You're already unmuted. You might as well start. Tell us what your favorite part of the weekend was, because you got to stay an extra day between the 4 speakers tonight. You were the one that got to spend the extra day because you were Sapphire and above. So why don't you tell us a little bit about Sunday, because I feel like Sunday was probably your favorite day.
Honestly, it's hard to pick a favorite day. Like, I have to be honest, because I feel like things happened every single day that were fucking amazing. Yes, I use that word now, just an FYI. I might say it with a little sparkle to it when I say it, but I use it. So literally, it's so hard to pick like any one moment. Like Darnell said, you have to get to these things because Kristen and Travis, Dara Lynn, like our leaders speak life into us. It is so different being there in person than just being on the call. We do freaking crazy things. Like the way that we all bond, I can't even tell you. It is literally like nothing else out there in the world. Like, I'm not joking when I say we all just literally picked up couch cushions and went down the stairs together on couch cushions because it was just fun and it was dumb and we were just creating content, but we were just being silly and from all walks of life, and no one judges anyone. Like the fact that I said, come on guys, let's all pick up couch cushions. Normally people would have looked at me like I was freaking crazy, but these freaking badass bitches all picked up couch cushions too. And we're like, hell yeah, let's go do this. Like, it is just such a different group of people. And you're surrounded in this just environment that is just so uplifting and everybody genuinely cares. And it's like, even when we're all going at each other, we're playing all these games and different things, we're still one big team. And I do have to say, I think one of my favorite moments had to have been at the ice bar when Kristen and Travis got down, even more than some of us did. Like, you'll never find your CEOs out there doing what our CEOs do, interacting with us the way our CEOs interact with us. They are one of us. They are one of us. And they make that very clear that it is not, they're not above us, that they are literally with us on this journey. And that is so empowering because most of the time your CEOs, like, they're not doing that. Like, we were sitting up last night, you guys, with the Sapphire and above thing for the last night. The stories that were being told and the ratchet things that were being talked about was nothing that I ever would have heard before, but nobody cared. Everybody opens up. Everybody tells all the stories. Everybody is freaking honest AF. Everybody just, it is so motivating. It is so positive. And literally we sat up until 2 o'clock in the morning, not just like getting wasted or what. We sat up until 2 o'clock in the morning, laughing our asses off on the couch, literally to the point that like my abs hurt today. Like, that was with the CEOs. There were maybe like 15 of us sitting in Kristen and Travis's living room. Like, that is like nothing else anywhere. This culture is like nothing else anywhere. We tell you guys that all the time. Like, these are my best friends. These are my best friends. And I saw that today. I went out to a play date with some friends that are like mom friends from school. They're my normal friends from here. And can I tell you, immediately after this retreat, one of them is toxic energy and I do not need her in my life. And I don't need that because I have got these ladies that breathe life into me every single day. And this is just literally like nothing else. So
I agree. I agree with you, girl. So you want to tell everybody a little bit more about Fast Funds because you did get to hear a little bit more information, I think, yesterday than we did. So do you want to touch on that new Fast Funds and how it's active and everybody's so super excited real quick? Yeah.
You guys, that's just a freaking enhancement to our comp plan. Like literally now there's like 18 ways we get paid. Like, are you joking? This is crazy. Like, this is crazy. Who does this? Who just gives away more money for no reason? Our amazing CEOs. And that's what they did with this fast funds. You know how we already get binary, and sometimes, you know, it's a little bit difficult. You might not get binary qualified. Not everybody does. We all strive to, but sometimes you don't. And then it is a little bit upsetting when you don't get paid on that binary, right? Well, they made a way now that no matter what, you are getting paid on that binary. You are going to get your products for free with reorders, for free. So you have your people reordering. They go into your binary, right? You get paid 15% on binary, correct? On infinite levels down. 15% binary, infinite levels down. Now you get an extra 10% on your personally enrolled VIPs and rock stars that place reorders. That goes into a separate, it's not Ariel bucks. These are separate from Ariel bucks. These are called fast funds. It is going to be a separate thing. They are going to go into your fast funds. You get paid out on them, you guys. If that reorder happens today, you get paid 10% of that reorder today. Fast funds are immediate. They go right in there, and then you can use that money for your orders. It cannot be transferred out. So the way fast funds work is it is literally there for you to order product, which if you've already placed your order for the month and you have fast funds come in, order product, you guys, so that you have it for events. So you have it for things like that. Use that. It's literally for you to get free product, as much free product as you want when you get reorders. So now on reorders, you're not just getting paid 15%, you're getting paid 25% on your reorders from your personal people. How awesome is that? Like, I have chills. Do you guys have chills? Because that is amazing. Now, the one thing with fast funds is they do disappear. So you do have to use them or you will lose them, but you will see them. Like literally, if you go in your back office, you see where it says fast funds, like it's there. Right now, mine has a $0 sign. So anyone who's on my team, place your reorders because I want to see that shit go up. Listen, but anyways, that's so awesome, right? Like we're getting paid an extra 10% now on reorders, plus your 15% on binary. That is incredible. We now get our products for free, which we already did before because we have all these other, I mean, you hit 1,000 PV, you get 100 Ariel bucks. Ariel bucks can be transferred. You can do different things with them. Fast funds are just for you, but still that is epic, right? So who's going to go get all the reorders? Because literally that's all it is. That's as simple as it is. So it's time to reach out to people. It is time to enroll more people, especially your rock stars. You enroll more rock stars. That is guaranteed fast funds. Guaranteed fast funds. So get enrolling, get doing all of the things because now you can get your product for free. Your rock stars can get their product for free and they can enroll for free through the end of this month.
Yes. Yes. I love that. We still have that going on until the end of the month. Okay. I'm going to turn it over to Carrie really quick. Thank you so much, Amanda. I loved hearing like your takeaway. Carrie, tell us what your favorite part of the weekend is. And then you can touch on that big announcement that they made about the app too.
Okay. So I guess my favorite part was, so I've been to a lot of company events and there's just another level of, you can feel the energy of Kristen and Travis and the love that they really have for us. And it's like a family. It really is. And nobody's judged. Like Amanda was saying, like we went down the stairs on couch cushions. And Travis said, find your ride or dies. These people are your ride or dies. And I feel like a lot of people are looking for their ride or die friends. And you know how hard it is to find that when you're an adult doing all your adult things. Like this is the perfect place to really find those people that, have your back no matter what, and that are loyal and just everybody loves everyone. So that's my favorite part personally. And then another thing, now I already do this most of the time, but Kristen said, was it until I do it until I do, or something like that? Well, she was basically explaining like, when you want something, you don't just quit. You don't just quit until I do. Yeah, until I do. Until. So if you're not getting a sale, you don't just quit. You keep posting, you keep doing your TikToks, you keep growing, you keep, enhancing yourself. And I think the more you get on calls, the more you plug in, it helps. The more you're active in the chats and you involve yourself in it, the easier it is to stay consistent. But you can't give up. You have to keep going. I was very broke at one point.
Maybe
And
I'll give it to Harley or something.
what's that? Am I on mute?
No, somebody else was unmuted.
Oh,
Sorry
okay.
about that.
And I just was like, I can't live like this. Like, it was like a low point in my life. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna, giving up is not an option when you have close to nothing. And you have to, for me, pick a pain point in your life. What don't you want in your life? I don't want to feel the way I felt, having to accept money from a guy for groceries, helping me out, or ask my mom for money so I could pay my mortgage. Like, I don't want to, not throwing shade at my mom, but my mom is in a relationship because she has to. Money. And that's powerful that we can create that income through direct sales. You have to have independence as a woman. You have to have your independence. Not saying you can't, be with somebody. I am, but you never know what's going to happen. So you need to make sure you are successful. Keep doing until things happen, and don't quit posting just because nobody comments on your thing. You keep posting because eventually somebody's going to buy from you. Somebody's going to join your team, and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I got to win. And that's going to keep you going. So keep going. Don't give up. And that's all I have to say.
All the Kristen Butler specials. That was a really good one, Carrie. So they did announce an app.
Oh, yeah, the app. Sorry, the
while
app.
we were there. They didn't say as much
kinda
about it as we would have liked, but
Yeah, we don't know much about it. It's just going to be awesome. And they said about 3 weeks, but we'll, give or take.
yeah.
But we don't really know much more. I know it's going to be, they said, a lot better than most apps as far as it works. Not the company, but like how the app works is going to be a lot different than some of the apps you might have seen in the past. And is somebody talking about the drip system? Email drip?
Oh, go for it. If you want to, I completely forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So what's going to happen is they are going to be implementing an email drip system. So when you go and you make a sale on TikTok and they buy from you retail, it's very hard sometimes to get in touch with those people, even when you're emailing them, because it could go to their spam. They're like, who is this? Because they don't actually remember that they ordered from you sometimes, because it's like, ooh, I want to get this real quick. And then they forget about it. So the email drip system will help you convert those retail customers into VIPs and rock stars. So that is amazing. I love it.
The other side of the drip email campaign is that if you do get a new rock star, they are going to be sending out, oh, I love these notes. Whoever just typed this in, Jennifer Merck, you're the best. Drip campaign that helps convert customers to become rock stars. And the new rock stars are getting 10 to 15 days worth of support and completion steps. So like when you onboard a new rock star now, they're literally, corporate's going to send them an email for 10 to 15 days on what they should do today, how they should be plugging in, and how to, like, the next steps to take. Okay.
We can't see if they actually did it. Because they have to.
There's this offense rhythm that they
If they actually did the step, don't they like check it off or something?
I think so. I think there's going to be some sort of a checklist too.
Yeah.
It will have improved microsites that will have trackable and traceable links. They're going to do live sales in this app, guys, and they're going to go live. And when people join through your app code, that's going to go directly like to you, the sales. Like it's going to be the most amazing thing you could possibly get for your business.
Yeah, I remember he was like, so if this is a bracelet, but like say they're showing this product, they can literally like click on it and it will take them like to your website or whatever, and they can buy it right through you. So it's interactive. I can't wait to see what it looks like.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Kristen
cool.
Butler says she wants it to be like QVC, period.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
think big, guys. Okay. Thank you so much, Carrie. That was so awesome to hear your side of it too. All right, Brittany, my girl, tell us your favorite part of the weekend.
Hey guys. So I think every time I plug into this company and I'm like with the leaders, it brings me back to level one, right? Like, so I think we get lost in seeing everyone else's success. And I'll be just blatantly honest. I watch everyone else and like lose focus of what my goals are because I see everyone else hitting theirs and I'm cheering them on. And I'm like, man, I'm just never going to get there. And I get myself down. But like, when you plug back in with the Butlers or you get poured into by the leadership team, I think it just helps remind you like, guys, but your mind is the limit. Like your mind is what tells you how far you can go. And it was like crazy. Some of the activities that Travis and Kristen did with us, like Travis did this one where he made us like spin around the room. It was this whole ordeal. And it was just crazy how he showed you that like the mind seriously can block out where you can go. So Kristen said one thing that I feel like really hit me, and I'm guilty of this, praying and wishing that my life was easier. Her words exactly were, don't wish it was easier, just wish you were stronger. And I'm like, man, like that's deep. Like that like stuck with me. I was like, so many times do I think we're like, oh man, I just wish my life was so much easier versus like, I need to be stronger. Like I was put in this situation for a reason because I am strong enough to survive or get through it or whatever it is. So I think that was my biggest thing, is just like remembering why we're here. We all started this for a reason, and each one of us have a different story of what it looks like for us. And then just like focusing on your goal and like steadfast, like stay forward, stay focused, like cheer on your sideline sisters, cheer on other teams, but like don't lose sight or let that deter you from their success not being where, like, it's okay if you're not where they are. You'll get there if you keep your eyes straight forward and you keep on the track of where you need to be. Piggyback and carry, like you have to show up. Like consistency is so big. And I drilled that into my team. All my girls that are on here know that. You have to show up. People forget if you stop posting and you stop showing up. There's many of times, like I know, for instance, some of the big leaders here in the company, like Darylyn, if she pops off Facebook for 2 to 3 days, people are flooding her inbox like, oh my God, where are you? Are you okay? Are you alive? I want to be that. I want them to see me every day consistently showing up, to where when I'm not showing up, they're like, what's wrong with her? Is she okay? Because that's that following, that's the relationship, that's the connection, that's what you have to have that kind of success. So I think that's my biggest takeaway, is just, I'm strong enough, I'm good enough, I just have to show up and do my part.
I love that. I love that, girl. You really are. You are all of those things. And you're just so funny. You're just so funny. Like, I just have such a great time with you. Like every time we're together, you always have me laughing. And I can't wait until we get to do it again on the cruise.
Whoop, whoop. Yes.
Talk about that a little bit too.
So excited. So we don't have a bunch of details. They gave us a lot of like foreplay this trip. They were like, here you go, and I'm taking it back. And here you go, and I'm taking it back. So they didn't give us all the details. From my understanding, I believe they're going to go live sometime this week, give us a little bit more about it, but I wouldn't hold my breath on that. Like Crystal said, the Butlers their plate is full. We've launched new product this week. There's a lot. So give them some time. I do know it's coming. From my understanding, it will be a point system. So it's not by rank. You could be any rank, but as long as you earn these points, you can earn the cruise. So I don't know exactly how many points it is, what it's going to entail, none of that. I do know that it will be in spring of next year. So probably sometime after convention. Convention's happening in February. So I would assume maybe April or May-ish. Don't hold me to that. I'm not too sure. And then someone else was saying that they might find a way to use fast funds instead of using that towards your PV. You can buy cruise points. So I don't know if that's true, but that's in the works. So that would be really cool because I'm like, hey, like we can use a way they're paying us to buy our way onto a cruise. Like that's, I don't know about y'all, but I'm like, I'm here for that.
I'm here for that
So
too.
super excited.
100%.
Yeah,
100%,
super,
I'm here
super
for that.
exciting.
I'm so
So-
here for that. Thank you, girl, for sharing yours. I loved everything that you had to say. And I'm just gonna wrap it up because we do have the corporate. They're gonna do a retreat recap too. Nicole's gonna be on, so maybe she'll spill more things than we know. So I definitely suggest everybody just pop on over and listen to that too. But I'm gonna tell you, I think my favorite part about this trip was the fact that I got to bring my husband this time. I'm not really somebody that ever brings her man on work trips. I'm just not. It's usually about me. It's about my time. This business is what I do to give me an identity other than my husband and my children. And when I was able to bring him this time and he was able to come and experience this and understand these humans on a different level, that was really big for me. That was really, really big for me. So if you can ever get to the point where you can bring your spouse to one of these events, I think it's important because if they don't support you in this, it's a lot harder than it needs to be. It's a lot harder than it needs to be. Like my husband, literally on the way home, he's like, babe, when you start making $30,000 a month, you're going to throw like crazy retreats, huh? I'm like, bitch, you fucking know it. You know it. But like, he felt it for me. He felt it for me. He said that, he put it out there. He like manifested that for me. And I've done that for him for so many years, but he was able to catch the vision because he was able to be a part of it. And I think that that's like what was so awesome. And he was just like, these women are just incredible, you know, and he can't keep anybody's name straight the entire time ride home. He's like, okay, what's the one with the short hair? I'm like, Dawn. And he's like, okay, what's the one that thinks I'm a sophisticated businessman? I'm like, Brittany, bitch, like, come on, like, you know, but he remembered every, like the whole weekend. He's like, everyone was just very fun. He was like, it was an easy crowd to be around. He was a complete stranger to the group. He'd never met anybody and he fit right in. And I think that that's like something even more powerful. So if you have a spouse that's maybe skeptical, try and get them to convention. So I'm going to talk about convention a little bit too. Oh, Carrie's got something else to say. Add it in, girl.
Or me, the 25-year-old with the 11-year-old.
My husband thought she was 25. Like she's got an 11-year-old, man. What are you talking about? Like, how? So funny. But you know, but it was just a great weekend overall. And he got to know my people on a different level. And he's like, this is definitely your place. You really fit in here. Like, I completely understand why you love it here. And he saw like how important it was to me. And I think that, you know, if you're somebody that's struggling maybe with their spouse not getting it, maybe try and bring them to convention. So I'm going to touch on this really quick. We've got convention tickets up for sale already. It is going to be, I wrote it all down. Convention is February 10th through the 12th. It is at the Rose and Shingle Creek again. That's exactly where it was last year. The hotel is beautiful. They're giving us a block rate again. They did not tell us the block rate for the hotel, but I don't assume it will be any different or much higher than last year. Just because
it's $199.
It's $199. Perfect. Okay, cool. So $199 for the room. If you book a room at the hotel, you are going to get a convention survival kit. Okay. And it's going to have 3 products in the bag. 3 maybe not released products. Okay. So there's reason number 1 to stay at the hotel. Reason number 2 to stay at the hotel. It's fun as hell. We have a whole place where we hang out and we smoke together. We all hang out by the pool. We just have the best time ever. So you have to be at convention. If you haven't been before, you need to be. Early bird special. Okay. These prices for right now, I don't know how long they're going on. I don't know if anybody heard how long these last. I don't know if they said, but your general admission ticket is $175 early bird, and it's going to go up to $200. Your VIP ticket, which is going to be closer to the stage, is $250, and that's going to go up to $300 once this becomes regular pricing. And then VIP Elite, which will be $500, and it will go as for the early bird special, and it will go up to $600 once that ends. Okay. And then if you are Sapphire or above before January, you will get a different rate for the VIP Elite ticket, if that's something that you would be interested in. I'm telling you, convention is going to be amazing. You want to be there. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss this cruise. Like, you will have the world's worst FOMO. Start saving now. If the ticket, it's $175 if you buy that early bird, and they're also doing payment plans. If you can't afford it, there's also a payment plan option. They're doing a deposit down, and then what it will be, they're going to send out details about it, but there will be an auto ship set up. So you'll make a payment once a month until it's paid off. I don't know what the increments are going to be. They will announce all of that, I think, this week as well. So you can make payments on it. There's no excuse to not come. You have to come. Last year, there was a horrible storm. The devil was like in convention last year, was trying to get everybody not to come. And at the end of the day, when things like that happen, it's because you're on the precipice of greatness. So when everything is falling apart, it's because you're being challenged. So start saving. $20 a week will get you there. It's August. $20 a week. That's what you need. Like, real talk, you'll have so much money by the time February rolls around. You'll have your convention ticket and your hotel paid for if you can put aside $20 a week until then. Crystal, do you have anything you want to say? You've been like nodding. You're like, you were just wondering if you had any good like takeaways, if I missed anything from this weekend that maybe
Y'all
any of
nailed
us
it.
missed.
I'm just tired but excited because I love y'all. I miss you already. It was amazing, epic. You guys crushed everything. Yeah, it's a great recap.
Awesome. All right, guys, we're going to pop off because that corporate call is going to start. We love you all. We will see you tomorrow morning on the Blitz call, 10 a.m. And we will talk to you guys later. Have a great night.